Well, without further ado, I'm pretty much quite ready here. I tried to kind of cheat or speed run the learning, and that's not good. No speed running. I'll have a look. Where is what's the progress here? So what is this? Oh, quarter. Is this a quarter in the user interface section? Sections, user interface. Regions. I'll go with it. Every editor in Blender is divided into regions. Regions can have smaller structuring elements like tabs and panels. Regions. Every editor in Blender is divided into regions. Smaller structuring elements like tabs and panels with buttons. Controls and widgets placed within them. The regions of the 3D viewport showing the sidebar. Regions. So okay, let's see what's the image explaining. The regions of the 3D viewport showing the sidebar and the adjust last operation panel after adding a cube. So green is the green header, main region yellow, blue the toolbar for the 3D viewport, sidebar red, and adjust last operation pink. Okay, so that would be for this view. This will be a region. Where is it? Open it. This thing is this add cube. This is adjust last operation. No, add cube. Am I adding cube to a cube? Select, move. Can I just now move? Is there more cubes? No. Move. Okay, here's the last operation modifier. So we got the toolbar, region, header, and this section called the red sidebar. Okay, so that would be the regions. Every editor has its regions. Okay. The main region, at least one of the region is always visible. It's called the main region and is the most prominent part of the editor. Each editor has a specific purpose, so the main region and the availability of additional regions are differed between editors. See specific documentation about each editor in the editors chapter. Header is a small horizontal strip which sits either at the top or bottom of an area. All editors have a header acting as a container for menus and commonly used tools. Menus and buttons will change with the editor type and the selected object and mode. Context menu. Right mouse button Clicking on a header reveals a context menu with couple options. Show header, show tool settings. So if I right click on in the header on what on the header, show header, flip, split, flip to bottom, maximize area, full screen area, close. Okay. Show header, show tool, flip. Okay. Maximize, cool. Toolbar on the left side of the area contains a set of interactive tools. T toggles the visibility of toolbar. So if I'm back here and I have a mouse bar in here and press T, okay, the toolbar is closed. That's the toolbar. Pressing T, and just to shout out to the guys appearing, HZ Barzi underscore Barzi on Trovo, thanks for joining in, and Paliogeros, thanks for stopping by. Paliogeros. Greece, is that Greek? Back to this. Toolbar settings. I'll try to speed this up a little bit. Adjust last operation is a region that allows tweaking an operation after running it. For example, if you just added a cube, you can use this region to tweak its size. Sidebar. So adjust last operation is this thing. So I have moved it, orientation. So my last operation was moving. The tool here, move, is selected. And if I move, can I move freely? So I move it freely. And here I can change, actually, it holds more precise in coordinates, actually, to better position. So I could just grab something quickly and better position it precisely with these bits here, like X, Y, and Z coordinates, orientation, global, or change, even modify the last operation. Adjust operation. Okay, the sidebar, which is on the right, its shortcut is N. Panels contains panels with the settings of objects within the editor and the editor itself, and toggles visibility of sidebars. So, is there a shortcut for last operation? No. I just click it here, move like this. Okay. So this object, the cube, is selected. I can modify location. I can lock it. There is a lock, padlocks, icons, rotate Euler, XYZ coordinates, change the coordinates. Okay. Scaling. So I might just select here to transform it, scale it, squish it without changing the position, or change the position also here. And this should be reflected in, I guess, last operation. So if I do the scale, why is the operation, I guess, so the operation, last operation, it refers to what I've done with mouse, not with the, it's independent from the transform. So I get the toolbar, shortcut N, shortcut T, and sidebar. This is the sidebar, and that's the toolbar. And there has a few tabs here on the sidebar. Item, the tool. Okay, so the tool is refers to the more options details for the toolbar. Move is selected, which is selected in the toolbar. Okay, that's good. This is all great to know for the beginner. And the view tab. What's in the view? Focal length, clip start, and local camera, render region. 3D cursor. Okay. 3D cursor is not enabled. I will collapse this. Annotations. So let's see what will sidebar. Sidebar on the right side of editor area contains panels with settings of objects within editor and the editor itself. Footer. Some editors show a bar on top or bottom of the editor that display information about, for example, the active tool or operation. Okay. Scrolling, arranging. A region can be scrolled vertically and or diagonally by arranging it with the middle mouse button. If the region has no zoom level, it can also be scrolled by using the wheel while the mouse hovers it. So if I go in Blender and go, let's say, click on it to bring the focus onto application, and with the mouse, middle mouse button, I would be able to zoom. So if I expand this larger, it means I can scroll with it. And what to do with middle mouse button? Oh, it's like a similar, like hold it and it shows the scroller, similar to touch screen gestures, but it doesn't have physics, let's call it like that. What is this? I can drag these by, there is a bit of dotted area here, like for to grab it and drag it. Control mouse, middle mouse button. Some regions in particular, animation timelines, have scroll bars with added control points to adjust the vertical range of. Okay, these special scroll bars will have added widgets that at the ends, as shown in the figure following image. Scroll bars with zoom weights, widgets. So is this the thing? So what's... Okay, that's the zoom. Okay. Scroll with zoom widgets. So these are the dots. So I can just grab the gray line as a... Wait, shift mouse button. Okay, I'm just now lying. Actually, this can be used to stretch or compress the range to show more or less detail within available screen space. Simply drag one of the dots to either increase or decrease displayed range. You can also quickly adjust both the horizontal and vertical range by dragging in editor with Control middle mouse button. So I'm holding Control middle mouse button. Okay. Changing the size and hiding regions. Resizing regions work by dragging their borders. Okay. Okay, hidden region leaves a little arrow sign. So arrow sign is like if I come here and press N, the little symbol here shows the arrow. Toolbar also shows here. Okay. That's good to know. Scaling. The scale of certain regions such as toolbar can be changed by dragging inside them with Control middle mouse button. Dragging. So if I come on tool, hold Control and mouse button, I can... Okay. Okay, very nice, very nice. Or using numpad plus minus while hovering the mouse. So mouse over here, or let's say open the sidebar and mouse is there, and zoom in out. What would be the default? No, I don't know. Okay, so home to reset. So if I change with keyboard this and press home, is the numpad home? No, it's the home over here. Asset shelf. Search. So where is the asset shelf? Okay, asset shelf. Search. Asset shelf search. To search for assets, hover your mouse over the asset shelf, then press Ctrl F and type a search query. It will filter. Okay, I can understand it, but where is it? Where is the asset shelf? Is that in a view? Modifiers, particles, physics, texture. What's this? Add cube, measure. Where would I find asset shelf? This is object, modifiers, particles, physics, collection, world, scene, view, output, renderer, tool. Where would be the asset shelf? Options, collections, line art, custom properties, view layer, a scene. And now they got, where is the people, where is the asset shelf? Display option. And where are these now? But that depends on the probably on the type of selected workspace. So where would I find the asset shelf? For example, in modeling, sculpting, textures, shading, animation, compositing, geometry node, scripting. Add cube. But this is a toolbar. Why do I look for asset shelf in a toolbar? View, select, add, mesh, layout, object, view, add. So let's get back to previous. The tabs, search. Playback, keying, view, marker. Catalogs can be shown as individual tabs. For each tab only shows its content and the content of its children. That makes it easy to filter down to a certain set of assets. It is possible to change the size of items on the shelf, so I'm continuing with the asset shelf even if I didn't find it. But it's just the part of user interface. Should I look for it in detail? Do I want to find the asset shelf? Zoom out, get the up full screen. Where would I find asset shelf? Object mode. This is viewport, shader, sections are animation, scripting, data, asset browser. Is that it? This be it? And I guess here, okay, let's say that I understand now. So if it's the asset shelf, current file, root, follow, size, here. Interesting. Why did I never look into this before? Unassigned, what's this? No items, here, normals, all. Deformation, all. Current file, essentials, user library, all. How come that the all is here? Asset library. Again, click asset browser, spreadsheet, file browser, properties, outliner. But what they're saying is how to filter and use the filter, for example, looking through the assets and how to arrange that. Display options. It is possible to change the size of items on the shelf by using the size property. So we might change the preview, I guess, by tagline names checkbox. The assets names will be shown in the shelf. So is this that? No, settings here. All, view, details, area, display size, asset details, select catalog asset, okay, paste, create, size, okay. Size and preview the asset. So what asset are there? Set 96 was the default that I remember. I'll keep it on the default. Display options. Tabs and panels. Tabs are used. Okay, so this is a little bit super simple. Control wheel. Okay, so tabs are used to control overlapping sections in the user interface. The content of only one tab is visible at a time. Tabs are listed in a tab header, which can be horizontal or vertical. Top horizontal tab header in the top bar. Okay, so if I go in here and change to 3D viewport, so editor type, so that was previously I got into the section of the viewport for data, which shows also asset browser, and for the if if I switch now to viewport, we are seeing this instead of assets. And here in this example, layout, let's say, so tabs, is this the tabs for the, what was this area called? I forgot. Properties, asset browser, okay, so. Oh, it's these vertical, so these are the tabs for this, what's called, I forgot what's area. But what was the specific name of this area? Modifier, is this the modifier? No, properties. This is the outliner section. Well, let's go a few pages back, just to make sure. So if I hit this like this and go maybe workspace, is this workspaces? Okay, so blue is properties, timeline is red, outline is green. So properties is blue. I said properties. Yeah, I figured that much. So I just need to go back. One click back to panels. So tabs. Okay, panels, tabs, and panels. I don't want to fully speed this up, this part, but I want to find out the tiny details that are Blender specific than the standard layout window operations elements of the editor that are Blender specific. Panels are smallest organization. Okay, so panels are smallest organization units in the user interface. Some panels include sub-panels. Collapsing and expanding. Click the left mouse button on the panel header. Okay, pressing A. So, for example, where would that be? That's probably this. These are the panels. Collapse, expand. Left pressing A collapses the panel under the mouse pointer. Clicking Control left mouse button. All others. Okay, so if I expand more, so this is interesting to quickly work with the workspace. Control left mouse button will close other panels while keep my open. All others, and control left mouse button on header of an expanded panel will collapse all its sub panels. Who has here sub panels? Which one? Settings. So if I left click settings, collapses the settings inside. So if I expand settings and sun and click on the header for the panel, it will close them. But if I collapse the expand, so left mouse button, click left, click Control left mouse button on header of a collapsed one. So if I click surface, left mouse button, it will collapse everything but open the surface. Okay. This is very helpful to speed up the production, because there are so many elements, so many parameters, and one can just keep everything expanded. Dragging with left mouse button over the headers will expand or collapse many at once. So if I would then collapse all. So if I go with left mouse button over them and hold, it goes like if I'm like flipping the book pages quickly. And position, so this is the dotted area to drag and around. Pinning. Sometimes it is desirable to view panels from different tabs at the same time. So pinning is performed. Pin a panel by clicking on the pin icon in its header. And panels that do not have a pin icon can be pinned by right mouse button on the panel header, or selecting pin, or pressing shift left mouse button. Panels that do not have a pin can be pinned with right mouse button on the panel header. They don't have, so everything can be pinned even without the icon. Or pressing shift left mouse button. So if I try to pin settings, shift click on the header. Oh, I don't have the options here. These, shift click, control left click. Now I'm just being playful. Pinning, but it depends. Not everything has a functionality to be pinned. Let's go further. Presets, selector, a list of available presets. A selection will override included properties. Presets, example, presets menu. New preset can be added based on currently applied set of properties. Removed. Common shortcuts, go next. Common shortcuts. Conventions used in this menu or keyboard. References. Hotkey letters are shown in this menu like they appear on keyboard, for example G, so capital. Shift Control Alt are specified as modifier keys. Control V, Shift Alt A indicates that key should be pressed simultaneously. Mouse left mouse button, right mouse button, middle, wheel, up, down. Blender has two main selection modes: left click select and right click select. See the select with mouse button, okay. While left click select is the default, as it is most common in other applications. Right click select does have its advantages. Learn about right click. Hovering, while hovering when the cursor is held over a button. Oh, this is just explanation of terminology conventions used in the manual. But it's also a list of shortcuts. Animation, insert a keyframe. Alt I, clear the keyframe. Python scripting, dragging, text editing, confirm and cancel. Default key map. Okay, I'll skip through this because this is something I learned through time as I use the application. Key map preferences, managing the key bindings and shortcuts. File browser, industry compatible key map. Good. Platform specific. Buttons. operator buttons. Operator buttons execute an operator which is in summary, execute an action when clicked with left mouse button. Operator button, open Blender file. Come on. Checkboxes and toggle buttons. Dragging, radio buttons. Radio buttons are used to choose one option from a selection of options. Okay, radio buttons. That's like this example here for the rendering. How is this called? Selectability and visibility. Selectability and visibility. Okay, selectability. This is gizmos. Show overlays. So these are radio buttons. If I click one of these, I cannot have more of them selected. Okay. The radio buttons are grouped in a logical structure, operation structure, function structure. Cycling, mouse wheel, direction buttons. Clicking with left mouse button in the sphere and dragging the mouse cursor lets the user change direction by rotating. Okay, that's something good to be familiar with in 3D. Text and search fields, numeral fields, dragging. Are there any tricks with these? So still in detail, in very much detail. Multi-value editing. These are the more like a detail specific to Blender. Multi-value. You can edit multiple number fields at once by pressing down mouse on the first field and dragging over the fields you want to edit. Okay. You can either drag left or right to adjust values. So if I would like to here modify this cube, when I press N for this thing, go to item tab, and I want to change its location. I would hold mouse button, go over these, select them, and with hold mouse button or middle mouse button, and then dragging vertically over the fields you want to edit. Finally, I can drag left or right. So if I would now keep the mouse button here and go left and right, okay, select all and okay, so I'm moving it like this, because if I click on it I go in number mode and then it doesn't work like interactively. I need to type in. This way I get the sliders. Now it works like a slider. It shows the icon left and right, double headed arrow. So if I drag across over the X and Y and Z, now it's numbers. I can type. It will multiply everything. It will change all the same value in. If I click outside of it, click over them, I'm in the number mode, and okay, so I need to hold. So if I release, if I drag across them and release, I'm in the number mode. If I keep holding the mouse, I'm in the interactive 3D transform, for example, for the location section, okay, of the tool. That's good to know. Those are practical, very pragmatic bits useful. Value limits, okay. Expressions. You can enter mathematical expressions, good. Expressions as drivers. You may want to your expression to be re-evaluated after it is entered Blender supports this using drivers, a feature of the animation system. Expressions beginning with the hashtag have a special use. Instead of evaluating the value and discarding the expression, the driver is added to the property with the expression entered. Okay, now we have units. If no unit given, then default unit is applied. The unit system can be changed in scene settings using units, decimal separator optional. You can mix units, example metric and imperial. Okay, plural of the names are recognized too. Meters. Color fields. The color fields store a color value. Clicking on it with the left mouse button opens the color picker. Can I, for example, change color for the cube? I selected it, and if I bring back this properties, scene, tool, renderer, output, layer, scene, world, collection. Where would I find properties? Is it texture, material? So base color, click here, we got the color wheel, and change the fancy, set the desired color. I wasn't a big fan with the pink purple colors, but I learned to really appreciate them. Basic color, give me back like this. Go more into red, make it more look natural. So if I click, is it applied? Now it's applied. I just went to outside. If I clicked, like, it cancels, doesn't apply the color. If I click outside, but if I just go out, it collapses on its own, like it says. Click on it, left mouse button, open speaker, color fields with alpha. Okay, that's the transparencies. On the left, color. Okay, colors can be copied to other colors. Hovering a color property will display a large swatch preview of the color and colors, hexadecimal. Okay, menus.